If you're sick and tired of posting on Instagram just to have your posts flop, this is going to be the best video that you've ever watched, because if you feel like you're wasting time right now, I'm going to share with you 4 hacks in this video that are going to allow you to spend less time creating content for Instagram, but grow faster, grow more consistently, and skyrocket your reach the same way that they help this creator skyrocket their growth and this creator skyrocket their growth. And guess what? Now both of them make a full-time living simply from posting on Instagram because they implemented these 4 hacks. Hack number 1 to blowing up on Instagram is you need to make sure that you change your strategy with posting. You need to move to a 40-20-40 strategy. What do I mean by this? Well, let me explain. The first part of that 40-20-40 equation is you need to start uploading way more memes. In fact, 40% of your posts need to be memes that are remixed memes. Do not just steal somebody else's meme. Do not stitch somebody else's meme. Do not do a side-by-side with somebody else's meme. Instead, you need to remix that meme. The way that you're going to remix a post, you're going to find a reel that you want to post on your account. And by the way, remix is very similar to reposting something on Twitter, and you've seen people on Twitter that repost things and get a ton of growth. So here's what you do. Twitter, X, same thing. I'm still calling it Twitter. So what you need to do, find the reel that you want to repost. You're going to click on the 3 dots in the bottom right-hand corner, and then you're going to see remix. All you have to do is change something about it slightly, add a description, and boom, you could post it on your page. This took you no time at all. In fact, Instagram just updated their search, so now all you have to do is type in a situation or type in your niche and then meme into the search bar, and boom, Instagram's literally going to show you all of the viral memes. And all you have to do is go through, remix them, and this is going to skyrocket the views that you get. But that's just the first part of that equation. The 20% needs to be reposts. What do I mean by this? You need to take into consideration your posts that did really well last month, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, last year, and then you need to repost them on Instagram. If you are not doing this, you are missing out on one of the fastest ways to grow on Instagram, because the ideal situation when you post something on Instagram is that non-followers are seeing your content. So guess who didn't see it? Your followers. And guess what that means? That most people actually don't see your content. So you're able to repost it and repurpose your content up to 2 to 3 times, and it's going to increase your reach, and also it's going to take you no time. Notice, I want 60% of your content to take you almost no time when it comes to growing on Instagram. The reason for this is because, as I'm sure you've seen, the less effort you put into Instagram, the more you end up growing, because you're not sitting there overthinking everything. Now, 40% of your posts need to be you recreating other posts that have done really well in your niche. And you need to know that those posts need to be similar. What do I mean by this? They need to be the same length. They need to be using the same hook. They need to be the same topic. You need to have a description that is similar to their description, and please make sure that it's in the same format. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I look at somebody's account and they tell me, yeah, I recreated somebody else's post and it is completely different. The text color is different. The editing style is different. Everything looks completely different, and that's why their post flopped. Instead, you literally need to recreate it to a T, and then the Instagram algorithm is going to reward you by giving you tons of followers. But that's just hack number 1. Hack number 2 is you need to stop focusing on content that is getting you the most views. What do I mean by this? I mean that not all views are created equal. If you want to get more followers on Instagram, it's actually not how many views you get. Instead, it's how many non-follower views that you get. Because the worst thing that you could ever have happen to your Instagram page is that you're posting on Instagram, you get a ton of views, but every single one of those views came from your followers. You want your followers to see your stories, and you want less than 20% of your followers to see your posts. You want more than 80% of your views on your posts to come from non-followers, because if somebody's following you, the only thing they could do is unfollow you. If somebody isn't following you, aka they're a non-follower, the only thing that they could do is follow you, and this is probably why you're not getting the reach that you want, because you're being misled just looking at views and using that as a metric for whether or not you're growing, but it actually has nothing to do with that. Instead, focus on those non-followers. In addition to that, if you don't know exactly what posts are trending within your niche, I personally want to send those to you every single day. If you go to the pinned comment below, you can get into my daily content ideas program with a 7-day free trial where I am literally going to send you exactly what is trending within your niche. So all you have to do is recreate it, and you could go viral on Instagram too. Again, you could get a 7-day free trial at the pinned comment below. On top of that, if you want to grow quicker on Instagram, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. I upload 2 videos every single week on how to grow on Instagram, and you are not going to want to miss them. On top of that, we still have 2 other hacks that we need to go through, and the last one is by far the most important, because if you're not implementing this, it could be the reason that Instagram isn't recommending out your account, because it's actually a setting that you need to make sure is turned on. But before we get to that, I need to make sure that you're using hack number 3, which is you're coming into your professional dashboard, you're going into inspiration, and you're looking over here. So what this is going to show me is it's going to show me accounts that my followers are also engaging with. And guess what I'm going to be able to do? I'm going to be able to look at these and see if they're doing anything that I should be doing. If we come under audio, we're going to be able to see all of the trending audios on Instagram and what is popular amongst my followers. And what's even more important is if we click into one of these, we'll be able to see all the viral posts. And then again, you can recreate these viral posts and it's going to skyrocket your reach. Now, the other thing that we could do is see what reels are popular with my followers, so I can see, again, what type of content I should be creating. What's even more important is I need to be coming into all of these different individual creators and seeing what kind of content they upload. And if we come down to suggested for you, this could be a really good feature if you only interact with people that are within your niche, because then what's going to happen is Instagram is going to show you a bunch of content for you that is actually a bunch of content for people that want to interact with content within your niche. And if you're not using this feature, you are literally missing out on Instagram, because Instagram is updating this feature every single day with exactly what accounts your ideal viewer wants to follow, exactly what kind of audios they're interacting with, and the posts that they are interacting with. If you are not looking this every day for new content ideas, for new audios to be using, for new hooks, for more formats, you're going to get left behind on Instagram, because the number one thing that you need to realize is that Instagram changed to an interest-based algorithm. What do I mean by this? A year ago on Instagram, if you had 100,000 followers, you'd probably get over 100,000 views every single time that you posted. But Instagram doesn't work like that anymore. But before you get mad, this actually makes it really good for small accounts on Instagram. Now, the way that Instagram works is it doesn't matter if you have 100,000 followers or 0 followers. If you post something a lot of people are interested in on Instagram, if you use the right audios, you use the right length, you use the right format, guess what? You could get 1 million views. You could get 10 million views. You could even get 100 million views on a post, because it's interest-based and not follower-based. And now for the last and most important thing that you could do to blow up on Instagram in 2025. That is that you need to make sure you are uploading consistently to Instagram. I cannot emphasize this enough. It is fine to take 1 day off. It is okay to take 2 days off. But if you take long periods of time off from posting on Instagram, you're gonna get kicked out of the algorithm and it is going to be way harder for you to grow. Instead, what you need to be doing is ideally posting 1 to 3 times a day on Instagram, doubling down on what works, and realizing that 95% of your growth is going to come from 5% of your posts. What do I mean by this? If you were gonna gain 10,000 followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, it is probably not gonna look like you gaining 300 followers every single day unless you already have a post that is trending. More likely what is going to happen is you're gonna have to post 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. One of those posts is gonna go viral and you are literally going to gain all 10,000 followers from that single post. That is more realistically what is going to happen when it comes to growing on Instagram, and you need to understand that so that you do not give up too early, because the worst thing that you could possibly do is get discouraged, feel like you're wasting your time, and then you give up on Instagram and you miss out on the freedom that you could have, the monetization that you could have, the followers and connectivity that you can have, and all the different things that come with growing a large following on Instagram. And if you're tired of feeling like you're struggling on Instagram, I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to work with you one-on-one to guarantee I can help you grow quicker on Instagram the same way that I helped this creator grow and this creator grow, and now they both make a full-time living from Instagram. If that sounds interesting to you, well, please keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are 2 things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm gonna assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up, because there are limited spots available. I'm gonna be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm gonna send you new post ideas, and I'm gonna critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is gonna help you get followers more easily and quicker, so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally gonna grow on Instagram or get your money back with 0 questions asked? Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.